So the track hard. Got it tinted up. Call him outside. Nah, he ain't no blue.
Thank y'all for coming out. Thank y'all for supporting live comedy. Y'all don't give a fuck that y'all came out there? What did I miss? Y'all good? Did somebody just pass out coke or something? No? It's all good, man. I appreciate y'all for coming. Make some noise for Ron G, man. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like that nigga's energy is here. Mine's is here. All right? I'm like that iPhone that's always on 10%. Put that shit up, plug it up for 2 hours, walk away, come back, it's on 2%. That's how I feel after 8 hours of sleep. I could have swore I plugged my shit up. It's a cold time of the year. It's not my favorite time of the year because it's cold. I'm anemic, you know? Which means I get cold very easily. You know how hard it is to be a man who gets cold easily? You don't understand the levels of difficulty I have to navigate with that shit. Like dating, for example. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go out with a girl, my arms start breaking out. She's like, oh my God, are you catching feelings? No, I'm catching pneumonia, bitch. You order another margarita, I'm gonna need a blood transfusion after this bitch. It's tough, especially in LA, because women in LA love leaving the house without a jacket. You know, and every time I give a girl a coat, I'm risking my fucking life. And if I don't do it, I hear shit like, chivalry is dead, chivalry is dead. It's like, fuck chivalry, I'm shivering. Okay? It's because I deal with a chronic illness, man. I literally was in the hospital today. I got out. I was like brave. I'm like, I'm gonna do this show, fuck it. Now I'm here and I'm like, fuck. Nah, but I deal with a chronic illness. I spend a decent amount of time in the hospital sometimes when I'm there. Ever since the pandemic, people think it's COVID related. And I'm like, no, I never caught COVID. It's sickle cell. I only support black illnesses. You know? We got a few now. We got sickle cell, diabetes, and now because of Jada, we got alopecia. Right? Racking them up. You know, God forbid you go bald in this bitch. Sickle cell is a tough illness to grow up with because most doctors will tell you, hey nigga, you might not grow up. Like I had a doctor tell me when I was in high school, this nigga said by 25, you're gonna have a gallbladder removed. By the time you're 30, you're gonna have a hip replacement. Glory to God, none of that shit has ever happened, right? Thank you. It just fucked up my social skills. You know, kids in school would be at lunch like, J.Snow, come on, let's play kickball. I'd be like, I can't. Why? I gotta save my hip, nigga. I got 10 years worth of good kicks left. You think I'm about to waste them having fun? I got fucking to do. I'll see you after lunch, Charles. It's a strange illness to have. You get strange mail with sickle cell. One time I got a letter in the mail to say I'm at risk of having a non-functioning spleen, which is crazy because I just saw my doctor. Like the nigga could have told me that in person. But anyway, the letter made me a little sad, right? So I texted a picture of it to my mom and I was like, yo, damn, this is crazy, right? And she texted me back, aha. No 10 kids for you. Love you, Mom. I was like, exactly. I was like, what the fuck? So I FaceTime her, but I don't call it FaceTime because she never hold the phone right. So I call it chin time, right? I chin timed her. I was like, why would you say that to me after I just told you I might have a non-functioning spleen? She said, spleen? I thought you said sperm. There's a lot of news about sickle cell right now. It's been trending because there's 2 new curative therapies that were released by the FDA, right? And everybody's been sending me this shit. Have you heard? Did you know there's a cure for sickle cell? It's like, no, it's not. These niggas ain't trying to cure no illness. Okay, there's no money in the cure. You know how much money these hospitals make from sickle cell niggas? You ever see a hospital go from like raggedy, beat down hospital with the TV that got the hips to flat screens? It's because sickle cell niggas ran the tab up. It's a terrible game, all right? And they don't even tell you how much these therapies cost, these fake ass cures. It's like the impossible meat of cures. Just because it's not beef, it's not better. They don't even tell you how much it costs. One of the cures costs $2.2 million. The other one costs $3.1 million. And this affects predominantly Black and Latino people. What Black and Latino family you know got $3 million just lying around? And if they did, they wouldn't use it for this shit. Ain't nobody's, nigga, no. I would tell my family, are you fucking crazy? Just get me like a chef and a mail order bride, I'll be all right. The best that they could do, like they have these companies that's trying to help make it affordable, right? And I think that's even stupid, because if you do join one of these programs to help pay $2 million in debt, you essentially living long enough to be in debt for the rest of your fucking life. The best thing that they could do is pay families $3 million to just kill the nigga with sickle cell. I'm just saying, incentivize it, because here's what'll happen. 3 things will happen, right? 1, Black and brown families will have a fair shot at building generational wealth. 2, you will eradicate this illness. 3, and it's the sadder fact, we'll have to see the world descent into Hunger Games Sickle Cell Edition. I have to look out for booby traps every time I go to Burlington Coat Factory because I'm cold. You'll be hearing stories about your friend. What happened to John? Oh, he got, he killed. What happened? This nigga put on a heating pad and it had fentanyl in it. It's a hard illness to ask because it's stressful, right? Like stress is a trigger for sickle cell, right? Which sucks because I have a family. And we know how that go, My family is very stressful. Like my brother, for example, right? Like I'm from Compton. And this nigga was like in and out of jail, right? Like he stole cars, he sold drugs, and actually he didn't want me to sell drugs unless they was his, right? He was my oldest brother. This nigga had hood logic. Hood logic is sound logic that sounds stupid, right? Like he smokes weed, so before he smokes weed, he'll take his jacket off, smoke the whole blunt, put his jacket back on and be like, can you smell it? Smell it? Yes, nigga. Just cause you whispering don't mean you ain't loud, nigga. He has hood logic, sound logic that sounds stupid, right? Like, I was a shy kid growing up. I didn't know how to talk to girls. So one time I asked this nigga for advice, right? And he looks at me and he goes, listen, you can't treat a queen like a hoe cause she won't allow it. And you can't treat a hoe like a queen cause she won't appreciate it. And I was like, nigga, I'm 12. This note say, do you like me, yes or no? Do I give it to the bitch or not? What is this riddle, nigga? Stressful family, man. My brother's always in competition with me for no reason, right? Like, last year, my mom's birthday was in December, but I was in New York working on an HBO show. I got to write on my first HBO show, right? It was dope. It was a late night sports show called Game Theory, right? These niggas flew me to New York and they wanted me to write my first episode about the economics of baseball. And I was like, if you niggas want me to quit, like, just say that. Y'all don't gotta do this, right? But it was stressful because my mom's birthday happened in December. It was the first birthday I didn't get to be a part of, right? So from New York, I sent her like a card and some edible arrangement, fruit and shit, right? Out of nowhere, I get a text from my brother that reads, you sneaky piece of shit, right? This nigga's in competition with me for no reason. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, why didn't you put on the card that it was from all of us? I was like, nigga, cause it wasn't. He was like, all right, right? 30 minutes later, I get a picture from my brother. and it's a picture of a beautiful cake that he bought my mom for her birthday. It got all these pictures of when she was married, before she was married, teenager, all kinds of shit I ain't even seen. It was enduring, right? Only problem with this cake is my mom's a diabetic. I'm like, nigga, how competitive can you be? Why would you could have got her a poster, you could have got her a card, why would you get her a cake? This nigga texts me back, nah, fuck you, you lost. I was like, nigga, we're both about to lose. Our mom. My name is J.Snow, y'all. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.